Saint Carlo Acutis, the Millennial Saint who took the internet to heaven. Have you ever imagined a teenager just 15 years old who loved playing video games, coding websites, and walking his dog would one day be called the patron saint of the internet? This is the incredible story of Saint Carlo Acutis, the first millennial to be beatified by the Catholic Church. A young boy who proved that holiness is not about age, it's about love. Carlo Acutis was born on May 3rd, 1991 in London, England, to Italian parents. Soon after, his family moved back to Milan, Italy, where Carlo grew up like any other child, cheerful, curious, full of energy. But from a very young age, there was something different about him. While most children played with toys, Carlo showed a deep love for Jesus, especially in the Eucharist. At just 7 years old, he made his first Holy Communion, and from that day on, he never missed daily Mass. He said, "The Eucharist is my highway to heaven." Carlo lived a simple but extraordinary faith. He prayed the rosary every day, spent time in adoration, and went to confession weekly. Yet, he wasn't a quiet recluse. He was a normal teenager who loved soccer, Pokemon, and PlayStation. But he had a secret superpower. He used technology to spread faith. While others used the internet for fun, Carlo used it to glorify God. At just 11 years old, Carlo began building a website that documented Eucharistic miracles from around the world. He wanted to show people that Jesus is truly present in the Eucharist, not a symbol, but alive and real. He worked tirelessly on it, coding the pages himself, collecting data, designing layouts, and soon his project spread across the globe, translated into multiple languages, even displayed as exhibitions in churches worldwide. Carlo once said, "The more Eucharist we receive, the more we will become like Jesus, so that on this earth we will have a foretaste of heaven." Carlo was kind to everyone, especially the poor, the lonely, and the bullied. He often defended classmates who were teased and helped his friends' families by giving food or encouraging words. He had a simple motto: to always be close to Jesus. That's my life plan. He also loved animals, games, and humor. But even in joy, he always remembered the poor and suffering. His mother later said, "He was a light in our lives." Then suddenly, life took a heartbreaking turn. At age 15, Carlo was diagnosed with a rare and aggressive form of leukemia. When doctors told him, he didn't panic. Instead, he said with peace, "I offer all my suffering for the poor and the church." Even as his body grew weak, his spirit grew stronger. He told his mother, "I'm happy because I lived my life without wasting even a minute on things that don't please God." On October 12, 2006, Carlo Acutis peacefully went to heaven. He was only 15 years old. After his death, people all over the world began to speak of Carlo's holiness. His website continued to inspire millions. His life story moved countless hearts, especially young people. In 2020, Pope Francis beatified Carlo Acutis, calling him a model for modern youth. Carlo's body was found incorrupt, and today it rests in Assisi, Italy, where thousands visit his tomb every year. Carlo reminds us that holiness is possible for everyone, even in jeans and sneakers. You don't have to be a priest, a nun, or a scholar. You can love God through everyday life, through your work, your studies, your kindness, your phone, your computer. He showed us that even in a world full of distractions, we can choose to use technology for love, not vanity, for connection, not comparison. All people are born as originals, Carlo once said, but many die as photocopies. Let's not be photocopies. Let's live like Carlo, full of joy, kindness, and deep love for Jesus. Today, Saint Carlo Acutis continues his mission from heaven, inspiring millions across the world to find holiness in ordinary life. As we look at his smiling young face, we remember faith is not old fashioned. Holiness can exist online, and even one person, one teenager, can change the world. Thank you for watching the story of Saint Carlo Acutis, the Millennial Saint of the Internet. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring saint stories. And remember, holiness is just a heartbeat away.